Hello there. Welcome to episode 8 of our terrible 100% achievement run with the Frosty Planet Pack DLC. Yesterday, last stream, we did some stuff. We got some stuff done. Not a whole lot of stuff done. Mostly some odds and ends. We came back to here, our metallic asteroid, finished up the tamer on the copper volcano. Yeah, made a little bit less of a mess. We still need to fix a minor volcano here. We're probably going to wait until that goes idle again in 40 cycles. Yeah. Let's see, what else is going on? Here, not a lot. We got some critter drop-offs going. So our Slickster Ranch is looking fine. And then on the main asteroid, we just did some odds and ends. We set up the metal refinery. A new metal refinery with a cooling block. Nothing too crazy. Big focus, I think, for this stream is going to be A, finishing up the stuff on the metallic asteroid. B, getting a rocket platform, permanent rocket platform going. This is kind of temporary ad hoc nonsense over here. Yeah, so we'll get some proper rocket platforms set up over here, get some petroleum rockets going, get out further into space. We've only discovered one other planet so far. Chlorine, hydrogen, tungsten, yeah. Not too great. So anyway, let's get into it. First thing though, we were thinking that we would just bridge onto here, fill that with water, but that's going to be too warm. So I think what we're going to do instead is put a little nectar down and stick that into there instead. Which means this is going to need to move over one. Need to put a pump in here. Need a bottle emptier. This can go away now. Vacuum that out. We also need to launch our research rocket. Let's turn on this infinite, so they'll do that when they're doing that. Maybe we should have them sleep on the floor and put an exosuit dock in here. I don't know. I think it's fine as is. We'll just take it off and then let them do some research until they either run out of plastic or food or oxygen or morale. Let's put some nectar in here. We should have some somewhere. I did notice that we are filling up on ethanol, so we might want to pull back on our ethanol production a little bit so we don't overflow at some point. That says no power. That should have power though. That's not connected. That'll do it. That might be enough there. Let's see where that puts us. I think we're not in a big hurry for more dupes. We'll keep an eye out for some great ones, but those are not great ones, so carry on. Another thing that we were gonna do, I was thinking about doing, I don't know if I talked about it on stream, is starting to make room for some hatch ranching. Because we need to get smooth hatches for the achievement anyway, so we might as well just start the process here. Put some ranches down. Stations. I don't know if it tells us. Sage hatch needs. We want regular hatch into. What's the other one? The one that eats rock. Stone hatch? Yeah, stone hatch. That makes sense. And then smooth hatch. And then we'll give it something to eat here. eventually. I was gonna look to see how much space these guys need. Don't know if it says, where does it say? 12 cells. So, yeah, we're only gonna get one of them, I think. We're only gonna need one for our little breeding program here. So, put the critter feeder down. And do the same thing for our eventual stone hatch. And then our eventual smooth hatch. Eat that if we want. Back here, let's see. That is full. Can mop that up. Actually, you might want to... Man, these guys are so slow at getting these bridges. Okay, deconstruct that. We're gonna need to mop that up again. Oh well. We can turn this on. Negative 22. No power. Yes, of course. This is not the permanent power setup here. Get rid of this. Put a proper transformer down. Cobalt, since we have it. Let's go nuts here. I guess infinite on this, huh? On steel? Let's see what happens. Yeah, we're still working here. Let's put don't think we're ever gonna need to get that back there anytime soon, but we'll just put the door there anyway. Let's check up on here. So we got some stuff we want to do. One thing, I think we want to extend the bottom of the base, but we'll do that from the outside first. What's going on? Out of oxygen. Alright, we're going to put another one of these down, because we are hurting for oxygen. Actually, you know what we could probably do here? We probably have quite a bit of that stuff. So let's see if we can get some algae from somewhere. We do have algae, right? Maybe we don't have any picked up here. Let's see. That's not very many algae, for sure. There is some in here, right? Yeah, there's some here. There's some here. Okay, yeah, there is some. We just need to get to it. We could probably put another sublimation station down here. It's not ideal, but it's better than having no oxygen at all. Alright, so we want to come in through here and just dig all that out. Don't know if we need... We'll need insulated tiles over here, but I think everything else can be fine with just regular tiles. In fact, over here I think we're going to put our polluted oxygen pump, which will look something like this. They can get over there, right? Yeah, they're just not doing it for some reason. That needs to be higher priority. Okay, that seems to be working. Doing their thing there. Still building this. Let's see. We want Oh, H. Hatch for H. H for hatch. What do they want? They feed them to make them, I think, sedimentary rock. Or should have sedimentary rock here. Stone hatch, sedimentary. This can be anything. Igneous rock, why not? No, we need to give them metal ore, right? Yeah, we need to give them more. Copper ore, I guess. That's not built yet. Yeah, we haven't seen any of these yet. Hatch. Hatchling, max 1. Wrangle him, maybe, if we can get to him. Stone, do we have seen the stone hatch yet? No, we have not, so we'll chill. Okay, that's doing this thing, that's doing this thing. Everything's looking fine so far. So let's look at this situation. We're also thinking about putting in another row of docks, so let's go ahead and do that. And then the transit tubes. So we didn't plan this out that well. It turns out the 3 high is not very good for the transit tubes because there's no room to put a station. Access point, whatever it's called. Not steel, thank you. Yeah, why not? That's gonna be problematic, I think. It's also gonna be really problematic if we ever run out of power. Trying to restart from a blackout is gonna be challenging, to say the least. Sufficient power, yeah, so that's not even gonna run, I think, unless we put another thing on there. So let's replace some wires. Just a couple here. Get rid of these. Who is suffocating? No, you're fine, you're just too busy grooming to actually breathe. Silly dupes. We can put an airflow tile here to maybe make it a little less CO2 in there. Alright, we're replacing wires. This can get simplified. Oh. And then we'll replace this guy with another power transformer. This can go away. Yep, lots going on here. Can be open. That can be open as long as nobody tries to run through there. Yeah. Did we get our hatch? No, not yet. Let's hurry up and build this floor so nobody escapes. We got a decent amount of oxygen now. Time to start thinking about fixing this mess. It's dormant now, so we can let's move this gold out of here. Seal it up and then start putting some water in there. We might need to get some water out of here, in fact. Start cleaning this water up. Because this is pretty low. Get rid of that. Refinements. What am I looking for? Water sieve. Sure. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, Godspeed. Gold is gone. That dirt is pretty hot. Let's get rid of that. Anything that's over 100, basically, we should get out of here. That's all fine. It's fine. Okay. That'll give them something to do. These guys are still... Man, these guys are slow. Water coming in here is finally starting to cool down a little bit. That's good. Still a little warm, but it's not too bad anymore. We did send a bunch of steel over here, I think, right? Yeah, so let's replace some of these broken doors, etc. Because they're really annoying. I think we can just get rid of this completely. We have this pipe here now. Like, yeah, these guys are getting way more stuff done than the settled asteroid, which is a little goofy. We might want to get the polluted water out of there. Okay, that is there. We need to put some water down here, just a tiny bit. So let's do that and keep an eye on it. Oxygen, deodorizers. Printables. Who do we got? Anybody good? Exosuit training is okay, not bad. Building rocketry with handy. Can't do digging is terrible for a builder though, so I think we're gonna skip you. Yeah, I think this is a skip. Alright, let's watch this for a second. So the reason we're putting water on top of these is because the deodorizers can suck polluted oxygen from underneath and expel it above, but that way the polluted oxygen can't just naturally go through. In theory. Let's seal this up from here, and then we'll access from the top, from inside the base, from that point on. Try not to get anyone stuck in here. Haha, as if that ever works. Can you do it from the not dumb side, maybe? Both of you get out of here. There, that'll work. No, oh my god, how did you even get through there? You muppet. Get out of there. Okay. I think that worked. I might have screwed it up. We'll see. We'll workshop it a little bit if we have to. Might need like 2 layers of water or something fancy like that. Alright, this is going, it's below 0. Yeah, I'm waiting for sand. Probably should make more sand. At least that's working. This is... Okay, this is actually done now. Let's... Can we... move you? Right? We can move you. Maybe we can't stand there or something. Come on, what are you doing? Buddy? Buddy? Can you do the thing? I might need to set his priorities. He probably doesn't have his priorities set. Branching, there you go. Okay, well, that'll do a thing for a while. For a bit. We were doing stuff here. Let's put this guy down. Actually got charged up anyway. Yeah, this doesn't actually go anywhere right now, so that's not fantastic. I think this works. We'll find out. Probably not useful. Going down, at least. Okay, next phase here was to do space stuff. I guess we could sacrifice a couple sleet wheat, as much as it pains me to do so. Alright, let's see if anyone actually uses these. I'm not sure if they can do that or not, so we'll find out. This needs to be in vacancy only, because otherwise we're going to drop suits everywhere like they already have. And then we need more suits. I think they dropped 3, right? Oh boy, here comes the mercury. I think this is working right. This looks like it's working right. Let's disable this. Out of sand again. Still working on that. This can get closed up. We'll put our gas pump here. Is it not too high? Maybe it's too high? That's quite a bit of polluted oxygen. We'll see what happens. Might work. If not, we can put a... I should be able to put a high pressure vent. No. We must not have enough plastic. That's okay. Still wild. This needs to be... Oh crap, we can't see the eggs yet either. You were not supposed to be here. You were supposed to go into... Oh, we don't have that set up. We don't have the dropper set up. Oh well, well, they're gonna just walk in there, I guess. I think that's working. I think that's working just fine. Okay. That's done. Space. Space! So, that's how high we want this puppy to be. If we put a door and a gantry, that'll put it right here, I think. Unfortunately, we have some stuff in the way. Oops. Oh, we also need a liquid lock somewhere. So we'll just push it out, I suppose. So that is here. That goes down 9 tiles, so that'll be the... Oops. So this will be the bottom of our rocket. Or rocket capture. Gas capture. Heat capture. Whatever I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, right? Right? I hope you're saying. Let's do that. Take all that out. And then we'll put... yeah, we'll go this... Something like this, so... printables. Let's look at that. Digging, tidying, farming, doctoring. I think, yep, nothing standing out there. Okay, that's going. Let's start putting water in here. That did not work, unfortunately. We do have this pipes already set up over here. Let's just plug into that. That is going into space. In theory, at least. It might go into here, actually. That's okay. 6 auto bottle. We have 50 cycles to get this done. I think we can manage it. That one, that's idle still. That one's dormant. Okay. So this is gonna be our first platform here, I think. Our first rocket. Okay, so then we said door plus gantry is 3 tiles. 1, 2, 3. Right there. Alright. I mean, do we need a door? Probably not. Put some ethanol in here, probably. So we know these need to be obsidian because they're going to get direct heat. The rest can be whatever. In fact, we could move this up 1, but it's fine. We should be replacing a bunch of stuff with iron, or a bunch of our iron stuff with cobalt and other things if possible. Because iron is useful. Okay, well, they're gonna do that for a while. How's our research rocket doing? Oh, you have your suit on. We were gonna be smart about that, but I guess not. We're kind of cheating right now, because when they gas for oxygen inside of a Atmos suit, they don't actually consume any of the oxygen in the environment. So I don't like that bug. It's definitely a bug. Food, yeah, we're gonna run out of food before anything else, so let's bump this up for next time. Let's take the suit off, and we'll try to remember to put that back on before we land. Oh, it's worn out. God, that's the other thing. I really hate the worn out suit change. Oh, we fucked up. What's going on here? How'd that overheat? I thought maybe the rails and stuff were overheated. Oops. Is there any? There's still polluted oxygen there too. God damn it. There's a bunch of superheated granite that we missed. We don't need to put it there, we can just take it here. That'll fall down, that's fine. Anything else super hot that we should be getting rid of? I thought we got everything, obviously not. Let's just rebuild this. Oh, that polluted oxygen in there is really annoying. Alright, well, hopefully it'll cool down eventually. We could maybe accelerate that if we got rid of some of this stuff and move this over. Debating whether I want to go straight over or not. I think not. I'll just do it this way. Means we are going to need to put some more in here, which means we need to turn that off for a second so we don't overfill. Whatever, anything's fine. This is making progress. Let's put some ethanol in here. I don't know why we didn't put ethanol in here. That would have been better than nectar. Oh well. Where are you going with that? Where? Stop. Let me click you. Oh, you're filling up these. I thought that's what we would put this here for. Excuse me. Yeah, that seems like a really massive waste of time. I wonder if it prioritizes one over the other. Okay, well, it's not exactly what we wanted, but it's fine. We don't actually have... We need to start doing more research, I think. We need to start doing hydrocarbon and... Well, we need to do all of it eventually, but if we're going to make some hydrocarbon rockets, we're going to need some hydrocarbon research. Idleness, yeah. Let's see. Hatch... Stone hatch, 18%, so we're making progress there. I don't think we ought to put every egg in here, because then we're going to start taking eggs from critters that we don't want to ranch yet. And accidentally exterminate the population, which would be bad. Little sage hatchling. Yeah, so this is still cleaning up down here. That's okay. This is cleaned up. Okay, so let's try this again. Pump this out. How much water do we have? Not enough yet. Let's watch this for a minute so we don't overfill. We want about, what did we say? Less than 600. I think we put 400 kilos per tile and the other ones. We also need to think about how we're actually going to fix this guy. One thing is we'll probably avoid sending conveyor belts directly underneath the volcano. We'll put some temp shift plates down. I don't think we really need another steam turbine. I don't know. It doesn't produce that much heat. Anyone doing this? Not really. Oh, we're out of atmo suits again. Yeah, that's really annoying. Um... Hmm. Alright, let's fill this up. Okay, that's cleared out. That's good. Nope. Nice try though. And then eventually we'll need to connect these here, which we should be able to do now. This will need to be insulated if we're going to do that. This isn't going to do anything right now. Okay, that's some work to do here. We'll come back real soon. Real soon, I promise. Farming, ranching, researching, narcoleptic is meh. Rocketry farming, rocketry doctoring, yeah, I think we're okay here. Let's check on our rocket. Doing okay, we're just a little low on food, so we'll try to remember to land before we starve to death here. That's gonna make a huge mess if we try to dig that out. Gantry... 5 tiles, right? That's too many, I think. Yeah, that's one too many. 5 tiles. Steel or wolframite? I don't know. Iron ore is probably okay. Shouldn't get too hot out here. We'll see. In space. Okay, we said we'd come right back. Did we overfill? No. Good. Okay, research. Making progress. It's good. We still probably have slime lung here, huh? Yeah. That should go away once we get rid of all the polluted oxygen. Maybe not. I don't know. Be nice to get all this polluted dirt somewhere. Underwater. Let's try to do that. I don't know how much... polluted dirt we have. We'll see. Polluted dirt. Sweep only. And then let's see what happens when we sweep this stuff. They're not putting water in right now. That's fine. How are we doing with food here? Food here is fine. Okay, we're ready to land this puppy. I'll land it, and then since Bubbles doesn't have an Atmos suit, that's annoying. But fine. Yeah, That's expected. So one of the reasons for the gantry is to avoid that annoying bit of constantly getting scalded in and out the rocket. So we don't have the actual engine that we want to put in there yet. Steam engine I think is the same size, but doesn't matter. We'll wait. We have time. So eventually we'll come in here, put a bunch of drywall. We'll need obsidian drywall here, because that's going to get directly heated by the rocket exhaust. And we might not get atmosphere in there in time to distribute that heat. We will see. We want to do the same thing on the other side as well. We're running out of Atmo suits. This isn't doing anything right now because we have this on here. I wonder if we just disable this. I don't know. How far grown is this? Does not say. I mean, we could just connect this up and grow it right now if we wanted to. How worn is this suit? I wonder if we can even tell. Alright, let's stop this. %. Oh boy. Durability 3.7%. So let's get those. Let's get these pipes done quick, huh? Worst case scenario, we can put some pipes down here, or just disable the dock. Yeah, we might have to disable the dock. I don't know. It's still warm in here. They'll get hurt if they try to go in here, but they shouldn't have to do much in there anyway. Don't take that suit off. We will need to replace another suit because our astronaut took one off before she came home. We could be harvesting waterweed if we wanted to be. How are you doing on your reproduction cycle? 23%, 33% stone hatchling, and we haven't seen any yet, right? Yeah, not yet. Did we finish that? We did. Okay, so let's connect this up real quick. Let's connect this up real quick. That's disabled, so all of it's going to go to the thimble reed. So we'll get some reed fiber out of that. And repair some atmosuits, hopefully. How is the germ situation? Okay, so that's better. There's still some in here. In the hydrogen somehow. I didn't know that was a thing. What did we achieve? What did we do? 365.25. Good for us. We only lost 3 duplicants, so, you know. You know. Could be worse. Could be better. Could be worse. Let's, put some water on this. Not that we have much to put there. Don't know if that's going to be enough to keep it from off-gassing. Let's try that. Let's cancel the rest of this sweep. Or we could find a place to put it all. I don't know. That'd probably be a better idea. Yeah, let's just put everything in a pile over here. Since we're not doing anything else. How's research going? Almost done with the next bit of research. Good. We should have some... We should have enough data science to do the next segment here. Everything sweep only. And sweep, my pretties. Sweep. Probably get away with not doing that. We have polluted water in here. We'll cancel that once we get all this other stuff out of here. We could probably do the same thing here. Clean up this place a little bit. I don't know where to put this. Over here. Why not? Oh, do we already have a... We might have had one up here that we got rid of. We never actually activated this thing. Does it count if we don't activate it? I think it's... Great Escape. Building and activating. It doesn't... I don't... We'll have to see. We'll go over here and build another one over here, maybe. Or in middle asteroid. Drywall. Obsidian needs to go here. Here, because that's where the rocket exhaust is going to directly exhaust. And the rest, I think, can be granite. I think. If it melts, it melts. Oops, that needs to be insulated. Tiles here. You're just... Okay. Anyway, they got stuff to do. These guys have got stuff to do. Sweep only, or sweep all that crap. Most of the stuff is actually pretty clean already. Maybe not this stuff. Actually, just make this priority 1. In case they have nothing better to do. And who left all this junk everywhere? It's crazy, right? Body temperature. Is it too cold? Oh my god, it's too cold. Oh, what a pain in the butt. Well, I could think of one way to fix that pretty easily if we could get out there. I think we can do this. There you go. Nice and toasty again. Try not to get too hot, buddy. Alright, we sucked all that up. We can probably disconnect this again. And we'll get some reed fiber out of there. Rocketry, mission control station. Not here, though. These can't actually reach those tiles. Maybe we should just let this go out in space. I don't know. It's really obnoxious trying to capture all this heat and use something with it, especially with our setup here, because like where we're gonna put the steam turbines did not really think that all the way through. So yeah, we'll just make this a no-go zone and let it go out into space. Mercury froze, that's why they can't get out here. Did we get a stone hatch yet? No. Almost to an exosuit, atmosuit, whatever it's called. I'm really disappointed that we only got one thimbleweed seed out of this. Didn't realize this is all open. It's freezing all the polluted ice. Or polluted water into polluted ice. There's a layer of oxygen here. Yes, I believe that's the problem. You need to have another layer here. Because otherwise it fills up with the layer below fills up with stuff. I wonder if we can put mesh tiles here and put these one tile up. Yeah, mesh tiles, cobalt. It's all water, right? Yeah. See if that works a little better. Like, I don't know what we're gonna do about this oxygen right now. Wait till it goes away, I guess. Okay, slime lung seems to be better. Still have some a little bit in here. I don't know if that's gonna go away or not, since it's in CO2 and hydrogen. Still have algae here. Oh, we got one reed fiber done. Nice. Okay, you do you. A bunch of polluted water that I'm just not doing anything with right now. Okay, this is still doing its thing. Oh, printables. Let's see if we got any good dupes here. It's decent. Suit wearing rocketry. I'd rather have suit wearing and, or science researching in rocketry. I think we're okay. Doing okay on food, it looks like. Yeah, it's nice that this is just freezing right away. Don't have to worry too much about that. This is nice chili. Not quite getting all that heat out of here, but this isn't doing anything. No iron. Do we just use up the rest of our iron ore? We might have to. How much more cobalt did we get? Another 5 tons. Let's replace some more stuff. Okay, they got rid of all that stuff. Eventually we need to think about power. And that nature of things. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of the bed here. Put the data collection over here. And put Atmosuit dock in here instead. Almost got it in time. Stations. Orbital data collection lab. Stations. Dock. Checkpoint. So the issue is there's not going to have any oxygen. So let's get some oxygen. Are these guys stuck out here or something? What's going on? Why are they gasping for air over here? Reasons unclear. Why don't you guys leave? Show navigation. That looks fine. Oh, something froze here again. Oh my god, that's really annoying. Let's put some tiles here to keep this from happening anymore. Okay. We should think about putting all of our databanks in a bin. I'm not sure how many this thing holds. I don't think it's as many as we want. We're also thinking about putting a second steel turbine down here, which is probably what we want to do, since these are still too hot. We don't need this to get completely frozen, whatever. But it would be nice if they were all running at least. So let's turn this off for a second. Well, let's get these pipes done first, eh? And I'll do another AND gate here. Don't need to do that. Just that is fine. Okay, that's stopped. Can we do that somewhere less dumb? Doesn't look like it. Alright, well, that's something to do for a bit. Who's got stress? Ash can. Why are you so stressed out? Maybe you might have been stuck out here and stuck out for a while. I don't know. Not sure why they're so stressed out. Data banks. High priority. How many did we actually get? Don't know. Let's get this all the way up here. Starving, not really. You got out somehow. Move him in here. Have we taken any transit tubes? I don't know if we have. I don't think anything's actually accessible. Where is that? Achievement. Tubular. Yeah, no one's done any transit tubing. So that's not working. Maybe that'll do something. Devin says he's starving. Also disagree. Yeah, I think we prioritized maybe the wrong thing here. This would probably be a lot more better to do the transit tubes over here. So let's try that. Give me these all 20. Yeah. I think they can get out like that. We'll see. I can't get through there though. We'll see what that does. Insufficient power. Are we... Yeah. Oops. These are still going. Oh god. What's going on? Pipes are overheating. Come on, hurry the fuck up! Why are these taking damage? They're not that hot. 97? Okay. Fuck you too, game. What's broken now? Pipe. This is repair errand. Ugh, annoying. Then we're gonna do this. Still wait for steel. Let's increase the priority of that. At least the turbines are running again, so we should be, yeah, we should have power. Let's check in on our other planet here. We have a suit. Let's keep putting water down. Maybe we can finish this off finally. I got printables again. I feel like I'm doing this like every cycle now. Operating, suit wearing, farming. Applying, farming, ranching, farming. No. Ah, how did you get up here? 212. Are you still pulling water out of the... Yeah, they're going the most difficult way, of course. Why don't you go here? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Yeah, pick up that little tiny handful, thimbleful of dirt. You can get there, right? Yep. Stupid dupes. CO2, yeah, this no longer doing much for us down here, and that also doesn't do much for us since that's power. There, try that. God, you guys are so dumb. That's not what we want there. How did the Oxlight get all the way over here? That's bizarre. Need to fill this back up. Shoot. What do you guys keep doing in here? Oh, they're picking up the atmosuits. Not sure how that happened. You pipe blocked. Oh, because of that. Yeah, that'll do it. Why will you guys not use this pitcher pump? Hmm? Tell me. Tell me why? Not high priority. Jesus. Yeah, we're gonna need to get rid of this oxygen somehow. Out here, I mean. Made a mess. Steve made a mess. What? Oh, you fucking idiots. This is such a terrible default. Why is it default always? Oh my god. No oxygen. Yeah. Jesus Christ. So fucking stupid. So that's 5 Atmos suits that we need to... Someone's coming from halfway across the map to turn that off. Why is there no oxygen? Nobody built this because everyone's stuck inside the rocket. Yeah, thanks Turner. Fucking Muppets. Okay, that's not gonna do any good. Plus that one. How's research going? No databanks. Did we actually use all the databanks? That's really hard to believe. I guess we didn't get as much done as we thought. Right, we're just waiting. No, we're still waiting for material science too. Don't know what the deal is. You're stuck in here now because why are you even in here? God! Wait till that oxygen line gets done before we do anything, I guess. Alright, do we have any stone hatches yet? QRST, stone, nope. This is full enough. Let's seal this puppy off. This is all messed up. So it's not actually sending anything. Okay. Turn this on, everything. That loop should be full now, so we can do that and turn this back on. Getting pretty warm. That's gone, let's do that. Alright, next project I think is going to be our plug slug ranch. Where are we going to put that? Yeah, that's enough room, I guess. It'd be nice if we didn't put it next to our conveyor rails. So we need like 8 tiles. I mean, you could put it out in space if we really wanted to. Let me think about that for a minute. What are you doing? You're filling this way up. That's probably good to go as well. Okay. Give me a stone hatch. Also, give me this. Why is this not taking so long to get done? Apparently they're busy doing other stuff. I don't know what else they're doing. Oh, this needs power. Shit. I can get rid of that, I think. Okay. Not sure where all the brine came from. Not sure where that's doing. But it looks like we are using the tubes a little bit. That's good. Got some pips. It'd be nice if we got some arbor acorns, but it doesn't look like we have any. At least not any that they've decided to plant. Let's put some trim down so we can constrain where they actually I don't know why it's so hard for me to find that. That way we can constrain where they do plant stuff if they do ever get an arbor acorn. Let's look at our printing pod. Rock tree supplying. Building pair, not so great. Yeah. Okay. Be open again. I said this can be. I feel like they should have used the tube to go from here to there. I don't know. Do we really not have enough suits? We have a bunch of suits just sitting in here. Yeah, for some reason they really don't want to go over here. I don't know what is going on. At least this is working now. So these should all be on. Mostly. I think we're still cooling down a little bit. These are not all tuned up though. Not sure how we convinced them to do that. We should be able to plant there. I don't know. It doesn't look like there's anything that would block that from happening. Who's starving? Freya. Yeah, I don't know about that. What do we do now? Did we get two with her already? Oh my god, that was quick. Is that 10 kilometers? 10,000 meters, yeah, 10 kilometers of travel. Dang. What's going on here? we were gonna decide where to put our plug wrench, and I think the answer is over here somewhere. So yeah, let's get started on that, eh? What does that even need to look like? I'm not sure yet. Let's bulldoze a little bit. So I think we'll just take this ladder straight up. Put a door somewhere. So we'll have a door, a 2-tile gap. 8 tiles. 2-tile gap. On a wall. Something like that. So 9 tiles high. So if the bottom goes here, 9 tiles, top goes here. Did we do this right? Nope, not even close. And need drywall. A lot of drywall. That's not gonna. We're gonna need to actually get in here. Let's get in here before we. Space exposure here. Space exposure here. Shoot, we're gonna need another liquid lock here as well. So this is wrong. Let's see. Put a liquid lock right. I don't know. No, it needs to be lower than that. Boy, we are making a mess out of this already, aren't we? Alright, how are we doing? Oh my god. There's that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, I think we're on the right track now. Because this is going to be all hydrogen in here, eventually. Oh, don't you guys get stuck. Let's dig this out before we try to build. Frankie, close call there. Almost have oxygen out here. Really don't want to touch these atmo suits. Did we not set the priority on the other stations? No, that might be the reason. There. That should help a little bit. Don't think these matter. Yeah, we're gonna get a bunch of crap in here. We need some tungsten. for the automation wires and stuff, because everything else is going to melt. We have some. Let's make some. Oh, this is the wrong one. Let's get rid of the other one. We don't do that anymore. Let's make some more of this. We did get some coal over here, so could make some fine carbon and ceramic. Would be nice to have. But even ceramic will melt in rocket exhaust, which is kind of annoying. Let's get that wood out of there. Almost there. Do we have a stone hatch? Nope. Or maybe it should be in alphabetical, right? It doesn't look like it now. Yeah, not even close to alphabetical, so not sure how that happened. It used to be like high percent stone hatch now, right? Yeah, 60%. And you're what? Barely. Unlucky, I guess. Alright, so a couple more of these. So that would do it, right? Wait, do we make this wide enough? 8. Is that the right dimension? Miscellaneous room. Yeah, it doesn't help us much. We will need to put water in here. This can actually be open, I think. All of our slugs are gonna go right there. So stations, grooming station, furniture, no, food, drop off. Gold amalgam is fine. Let's just put this for consistency. There. This should be full, right? Oh, we forgot to put doors back. Oopsie daisy. We got distracted. Do we keep making plastic? Maybe not. We can put some more of these down though. So we were going to do something with automation here. Something like this. Oh, nice try. Game trying to get me to use steel for something that doesn't need to be steel. We made these out of steel. Good job. I don't really know how it selects materials. Sometimes it seems to make sense, and other times I'm completely at a loss. So if it's below like 90, we want to go, and if it's what happened? I think it's above 10%. I think that's what we want. We'll come back to that when that's closer to being ready. Okay, we need to dig those out. Need to dig these out. Already got hydrogen started, that's a good start. Slug. I think 8. I think they're the same as everything else. Let's double check. Needs 12 cells, yeah, so that's 8 in a 96 style ranch. That's too big, because we can count. We're good at counting. We need to get rid of 4 tiles, so let's just do that. So the idea here is that the slugs all hang out on the central platform. Don't wander too far. We can even extend our power line to absorb power from them, which we can do like this. Okay, how's it going in here? Do we have oxygen yet? Yes, looks like we have oxygen. So we should be able to enable this now and not cause another disaster. It's full of food, it's full of oxygen. This needs to be always on. I think we can take another trip out once we get that atmosuit out of here and turn the dock on. I think we'll be good. Get some more data banks, finish off the research, hopefully. Applied Sciences has taken a really long time. Not enough rads, I guess. Not a duplicate. Okay, we're okay. We have some tungsten, nice. Okay, Shinebug decided to hang out here. Fine, whatever. You can hang out there. That's what he wants to do with his life. Who am I to judge? Okay, we got that out of there. I think let's go take off again. Get some more data banks. And then next time we take it off, we'll spruce it up a little bit in here. See if we can get high morale achievement in space. Speaking of high morale, let's do some decorating. I don't know if we're gonna be able to completely offset the penalties here, but we have all these insulated pipes in this room, which is causing a big morale hit. So let's just do that. We have a lot of granite just hanging out, so use a little bit of that and a little bit of our extremely underutilized labor population. Yes. Power. Unlimited power. And we haven't even done the other vent yet. We could be doubling this up. Still, it's running a little hot though. A little hot, not too bad. Yeah, so we're getting a little more heat than we're getting power out of it, but that's okay. Maybe for the next row we'll do 3 additional turbines instead of 2. To try to manage the heat. I don't know. So this is barely making a dent. That's great. So we can also put some carpet down in the bedrooms. And the bathrooms, why not? Everyone loves carpet in the bathroom, right? That's this is just a little bit better than the wood tiles. Do we care what goes into here? I don't know. Do we just do fresh white? Little forest theme, ice. Let's do ice. Maybe we'll change it later. All right. Oh, we have another one here. Another bedroom here. Probably get away with getting rid of these at this point. Fact. Okay, well, that'll help a little bit, maybe with morale. We'll see. Rocketing. Doing some research. Good. Suits in place. She does have popped eardrums, so that's probably affecting morale a little bit. I think we should be getting the morale achievement here now. Moral high ground. 25 morale. Okay, well, that's more than what we have. I think if we get the decor bonus, we will have the morale we need. Okay, well, we made a mess in here. That's fantastic. Let's start cleaning this up. Let's get some water here. Get that liquid lock going. We can close this off. Open it up from this side. Poor Frankie's stuck now. We can dump the polluted water somewhere. Down here, it's fine. This is still dumping stuff out. We never set this. This needs to be 150. It's okay, that'll clear out of here. Keep for your service, plug slug. Air's an issue again. Running out of freaking sand. It's still gonna be a forever issue here. That's one of the reasons I was so excited for the minor volcano, is for all the igneous rock that's gonna come out of it, and we can just automatically turn that into sand with the rock crusher. Fortunately, yeah, we don't have access to that yet because we broke it. So, yeah. Can we put a thing here and a filter? This is like right in the way. Alright, we'll just... What are we doing? Gas filter. So... Yeah. Power. Okay, well, that'll get done when it gets done. Got all our critters back, that's good. Got our stable back. Not that it matters, we're making way more food than we need here, I think. Yeah, the real reason we're doing this is just to get rid of the CO2, more than for the meat. But it's a nice bonus. Stone hatch. Stone hatch. Wow, we're out of cool slush. That is crazy. How long? 6 cycles. That's all, oh boy. Oh boy. So we might need to start tapping into these saltwater geysers. I was gonna do something fancy with these, but we might just have to desalinate them and cool them down. Are we out of sand here as well? That's not great. Overload damage, you didn't put all the wires down, looks like. Let's get a smart storage bin. We're gonna have to set up automated sand production, I think. There's not enough room for auto sweeper here. That's okay. Automation, why is it on power? I don't know. Kinda hating the ice panels. Gonna be real. Oh well. I think we're okay. What do we got the most of? We have tons of granite. Sandstone, 7-inch rock. Let's start. I mean, granite's useful. Sandstone is probably the least generally useful material. Granite's useful because it's pretty. Igneous rock and sedimentary rock are useful because they have the lowest thermal conductivity. Sandstone is just kind of in the middle. So let's do that. Let's make you out of cobalt. Oh, that goes here anyway. What a mess. Yeah, why not? That's whatever. Entombed? What's entombed? Oh yeah, this thing. We knew that. We might be able to corner dig that. We need to get rid of this crap in here. This isn't doing anything. Breathable gas, oxygen. Good job pumping all that crap out of here, I guess. Gas element sensor, oxygen. I mean, ideally we just pump it back out here, not go outside at all. Oh dear. Oh yeah, polluted water. Sweep only. Okay, well I think we got enough reed fiber for a bit. Let's turn this back on. Oh, we're out of food. We need to get the hell out of here. Um, said let's get the hell out of here. Where are you going? Why is build a higher priority than getting on the goddamn rocket? Like, I realize you guys can't get there, but you can get there, right? What is your problem? He's on the crew. Ren's on the crew. What the fuck? Load the crew. Are you going now? Assholes. I feel like there's enough oxygen to take that suit out now. Come on. Come on. Can we just have you equip these? If we give you that to, why does it do this? Go crypto. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Okay, and you, Ada, put that on. Get the hell out of here. Alright, we did it. We got out of here. Nobody's dead yet. Nobody's starving, so nobody should actually starve to death before we get back. Overall, highly successful expedition, I'd say. Let's make sure we did this the right height. Yeah, that should be right. How's this other rocket doing? How many databanks do we have? 70? 71? Doing business. That's good. Alright, eventually we're going to want to set up automatic return of metals. We could do a cannon, or we could do something else. Like a rocket that goes back and forth. I kind of like the rockets. I mean, the cannons are probably easier in general, but they're definitely not as cool as having a rocket network. And then we're also gonna have to do some radiation stuff at some point, because we have an achievement to do that, for one. This will ever finish. Probably not. I suck all the oxygen out of here. Do I want to do more stuff here? Probably. We're running low on igneous rock again. This could be regular rock, I think. Maybe not here. Here we're probably gonna want another row of rocket platforms. Like that. So how wide is this? This is 20. 20. Like that, I think. 20. No, one too many. Yeah, igneous rock. Getting low again. Do a little more excavation here. Get to all of that. It's just fine. We have some hidden away here and there. Some over here. We have some there that we can dig out. Yeah, I wonder if we can copy paste a blueprint change. I don't know, it's gonna be really annoying to dig these all up or change them individually. That would be a nightmare. I don't know. Okay, these guys are back. What would we put in here? Oh, clay. Yeah, let's get the clay out of here. Think we have enough oxalite in here? 15 tons. Oh, these are both running at the same time. That's cute. I don't know what you're doing out here. Oh, what are you idiots doing? Oh dear. Okay, well I guess we're building that then. Can we get this mercury out of here? That doesn't keep freezing and unfreezing in here. That would be nice. Okay. Nothing. The Iris lungs is nice, but is it nice enough for just operating? I don't think so. Looks like we're really hurting for oxygen. What's going on? Did we run out of water somehow? This should be fine. Oh, maybe we did. Maybe we're really low here. We were gonna pump out the polluted water here, but or mop up the polluted water, but I think it's mostly resolved itself here. But yeah, oxygen is really perilously low. I'm not sure exactly why. What happened? It's just oh, this must have just started up. Yeah, this must have just started up and then drained out before we drained completely before it started back up. It should be fine now. How do we do with the decor here? So it was like -80 and now it's -80. So great job. That's fine. It's a little bit better than it was before. A lot of debris. That's another issue. There's the debris in here. Maybe we can do a low priority sweep. Yeah, I'm getting a little anxious about all this mercury. Alright, what were we doing? We were building stuff. $20 goes to here. Obsidian there. Obsidian there. Who's suffocating? We'll find out after the break. Bonnie, because she's too busy grooming to breathe. Good job. Yeah, gases are a mess right now, but auction's back online, so it should resolve itself before too long. Catalina is starving because she can't eat in time. It's good. It's fine. This is all gonna cave in. Let's wait on digging this out before get this top done so nobody gets stranded. Relax, man. What the heck? So we should be waiting just... Nope, still doing applied science. Man, applied science is really slow. Yeah, we're only getting 180 rad bolts a cycle. I think it's... Is it 1 for 1? It's gotta be less than 1 for 1, right? So I think it's 100 rad bolts for 10 science. So we're only getting 10... Well, 18 science per cycle. It's not very many sciences. Oxygen still sucks. Even though we're pumping hard as we can. Almost as hard as we can. One of the things we ought to have done a while ago is redo all of our oxygen lines, but since we're low on oxygen right now, I think we'll wait until things normalize in the base. So we have this set up. Oh, we need to put food in here again. Bam again. Yeah, we'll probably do at least one more expedition out here. We might take one of our crew off. Because we're going to need a rancher next time. So let's take Ren off of our crew and put Pei on the crew. Just arbitrarily picking somebody here. So next time we take off, which should be as soon as we get enough pumpkin. I don't know if we have much lying around here. Not that much, so it'll take a little bit, but we'll get stocked up and then go back. Maybe not for the last time, but hopefully we'll get enough ranching going to get a more permanent population here. We could also do some bog buckets with as much polluted water as we have lying around to hold us over until we get ranching started. Yeah, this is unfortunate. Oh well. Okay, do we have stone hatch? No. We do not. These guys are all bored though. Do we have... We're still waiting for water. We got lots of oxygen, but... Yeah, we ran out of water here. Our cool slush geyser is dormant for another cycle. Our cool salt slush geyser is just barely keeping up with oxygen's production. But at least we have this going. We're out of refined carbon again. We do have a lot of steel though. Maybe we should just chill on the steel production for a hot minute. Not sure why that's freaking out. Huh. Yeah. Gas pressure is a little goofy. Like it's fluctuating between like 70 and less than 20 because it's set to 20 kilograms. Yeah, you can see it spike up to like 70 and 80 kilograms for some reason. I don't know what the deal is there. Bad simulation. A lot of wood, no, still no acorns. I'm a little surprised by that. See if we can get somebody stuck out here. Boy, we have a lot of mercury melting everywhere. Try to make sure that doesn't go over top. Operating, researching. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Who's suffocating? Nope, not suffocating, just too busy to breathe. You're not gonna just die, are you? Oh my god. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? She just sat there and groomed until she could Oh my god, this game sometimes. Well, I guess we need to pick a new rancher. Because Pei is dead. Which means we need to train a new rancher here. That is so dumb. Good God. Yeah, I wish Clay had the same sort of general engineering fortitude as like uh, the guys behind Factorio. Because that is a fucking tight game, as in engineering tight, bug tight. It's very impressive. And this is less so. The performance kind of sucks. Like I'm using a mod right now to help with performance, and it's decent right now. Not great, it's decent. But without the mod it would be not fun. Because just the performance is so bad at this point in the game. So, you know, if you're playing the first 100 cycles over and over again, yeah, you don't really run into performance issues unless you're doing like the 100 dupe challenge or something like that. But once you get past that point, yeah, you'll run into performance issues no matter what kind of CPU you have because it's all essentially single-threaded. And there's bugs and weird priority bullshit and all sorts of stuff that's extremely unintuitive that somebody who had that extra attention to detail and extra give a shits would have fixed by now. I think part of it is that there's a lot of things that people have begun to rely on weird behavior that the devs don't want to change because people have started to rely on it, like weird things like the infinite gas storage, infinite liquid storage, that sort of thing, where technically it shouldn't really work, but it does work, and people have started to use it extensively, and so now they probably don't want to change it, but I don't know, maybe they do want to change it and don't know how. I don't know. But yeah, it would be nice if this was an airtight game, but it's definitely not. Maybe the DLCs will give them a little more, yeah, Bonnie's doing it too now. Can you breathe? Do I have to manually tell you to breathe every time? We're just not getting enough oxygen out because we're still filling up other stuff. This line's basically doing nothing right now. Here, I have an idea. No, it's a terrible idea. Yeah, I wish we had a little bit more oxygen. So let's see. Yeah, we're not keeping up with water. I guess it looks like, because these aren't even full here. So we need to get this back online. We're wasting a little bit of power here. We could put automation, a hydro sensor down. see if we can mop up that polluted water. And this mercury while we're here. How's the food? Not quite there, it's about half full. Oh, this is the wrong rocket. This, yeah, also about half full. It's fine. Batteries outside. God, this is really annoying now. Let's put a sconce in here. We do have enough oxalite for stuff like that, I think. Let's use not iron ore. Iron ore is actually useful for stuff. Speaking of, let's replace some more of these. Reclaim some more of that iron ore. So I'm gonna build this or just fuck around. Just fuck around, it looks like. Okay, well, maybe they won't suffocate while grooming anymore. I don't know if I screwed it up by forcing her to move or not. But like, if she suffocated from the time it took her to walk from here to there, I'm pretty sure it's busted, regardless. But maybe there's a possibility that she would not have died if I manually moved her, because when you manually move them, they do not stop to take a breath until they get to where you tell them to go. So, yeah, not great. How many data banks? Quite a few. Nice. Nice. We put a bunch of gold down here, right? 9 tons. It's still warm, but not terribly warm. We gotta move that into our cooling pit that we never filled with water. This seems to be cooling down just fine though. Even without water to hold it in there. We were thinking about bringing some mercury with us on our next trip. So I think if we put a temp shift plate down and put one of these in here, we'll be able to mop it up and use some mercury on the other planet. I think we're going to need that to break into the minor volcano tamer. So you're going the longest possible fucking way to do whatever you're doing now. Maybe that's justified since there's no water here, but good lord. Are we exceeding the output of these geysers? Like, just completely exceeding the output? That would be unfortunate, for sure. Do we grab the salt water? It's pretty chill right now, but it won't be once we start pumping it out. We can get another pay and start her ranching again. Alright, pay number 2. Welcome. Try not to die this time. I don't. The schedules are such a mess. I don't even know. We have 2 here on the same schedule on the same planet. Who were they? Did we do that right? I think so. That should be fine. Okay, well that Oxalate sconces is definitely working. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to get this salt water. Should we just make a tank? I think we should just make a tank. Like that. Nope, not here. Insulated probably, huh? Oh, missed again. Da, da, da. Power. Abe says he's starving. I don't believe him. Okay, that's happening. What else is happening? Let's check for stone hatch. Bastard. Why won't you make me a stone hatchling? We can put sage hatched eggs in here, I think. Get those out of here. Are they cramped? Yeah, he's cramped because he laid that egg and we're not getting rid of it. Oops. We never even got into there. Get rid of all this extra stuff. Eventually we'll want to do something with these nosh sprouts. Put a Weezwort on them. Start doing some mutations. Do we have all that? Okay, so now we're just waiting for databanks. Let's bring this rocket back. Even though we could stay out here for days. Bring it back, get some research done, make some more progress on our new rocket platform extravaganza. Um, yeah, this is dumb. We have another saltwater geyser here, but yeah, it's saltwater geyser, so it's gonna be hot. Get some of that obsidian though. And that might be where we end up doing our fancy Manchu stuff. We have the geotoner, right? Yeah. So the idea is we're gonna geotune one of these until the output is above boiling, or not even above boiling, but like 200 degrees Celsius. So that way we get the most power out of it. Then we take that water and put it through an electrolyzer. You can just get rid of the high oxygen if we need to, because we'll have an abundance of it. And then you burn the hydrogen for extra power. So that'd be power from the geyser itself, run steam turbines, power from the hydrogen that we're getting from the water. A lot of stuff. A lot more than what we're getting out of here, that's for sure. Let's see, these are mostly done. Should be able to dig this crap out now. We'll need a pipe. We're low on igneous rock, so let's switch to sedimentary for this. Kind of a mess. Research complete. We have petroleum engine. Wait, yeah, big petroleum engine, right? Not that. Research. Okay, we got that. Anything else we need besides everything? Obviously, we need everything. Anything else that we need data analysis for? I think we're okay. Yeah, let's just start going down the list here. And make some rockets. We can't do that because of the snow. Dang it. Might need one more knowledge. We'll get that from there. That's fine. Oxygen still sucks. We're getting hydrogen in here because it's so low pressure. For some reason, right? Why is this? Not sure why we're getting hydrogen down here. It shouldn't be sucking the hydrogen down. Maybe this needs to be lower. Maybe. I don't know. Do we really have that many dupes out here? Don't know. This water is not what we want though. Okay. Still struggling here. A long way to go. Hmm. Catalina's starving. Yeah. Not sure why these are so low priority. Yeah, it's weird. These are all sort of high over here, and these are all super low. Only a few of them are even considering it. I'm fairly certain it's because something with the atmosphere docks is preventing that from happening. We got our rancher back, so I think we're okay here. I don't know what the hold up here is. It says we don't have enough suits. We should have more than enough suits. Where the heck are all of our suits? Are they on this planet? Got one there. 2, 3. Oh. Let's make a few more suits, I guess. Pretty sure. I don't know how many we have got, how many dupes we have out there right now, but I feel like these should be more full. Did you clean up this snow yet? Yeah. Okay, let's build some real rockets. Actually, let's take this off and land it on a different pad and then replace the engine on it. How's that sound? This is our research rocket, yeah. Let's go take off. And land it over here. I think we're gonna need... no, they should be able to drop down onto that from there. That should be fine. And then we can use this for research and exploration again, because they still have the telescope inside. Don't... should put a sensor on that thing. Dun, da, da, da. And you can get out, right? You should be able to get out. Does that work? Doesn't look like it. Oh, we broke that. Oops. Yeah, we need to fix this automation stuff. So I think what we're gonna do is not gate. Should be able to use cobalt here at this point. Maybe. I don't know. It's fine. So, yeah. If there is a rocket on the platform, send it. Or maybe we should put a filter in there anyway. Alright, let's try this again. Filter. No, it's fine, right? It's fine. I don't know why we were even doing this. worrying about these stupid gantries, because the only reason they're really useful is to prevent dupes from running out when they don't have an atmosuit on. But we have atmosuits on all of these guys, so what are we even worried about? I don't know. I don't know. But let's replace the engine. Let's add a, this needs to go down now. Let's add a couple of liquid fuel tanks. Add another oxidizer tank. Yeah, so we can do it the way I was doing it. Did I do that right? It's green when it's ready for flight. So when it's ready for flight, this will be a knot. Yeah, I think this is right. We'll need power to it still, but figure that out when we get to it. Oh, we make these all out of iron? That's kind of a waste. I thought they changed the power on these. That 1200 watts is fucking insane for what this does. That was also goofy material. Research complete. Bioengineering. Okay, well that'll come in handy when we start doing research. Idleness. Yeah, that's okay. Stone hatch. Nope. We'll need to get some petroleum out of here too. Let's do that. I think we disconnected this on this side, right? Yeah. It'd be nice to not have all this hot petroleum just sitting out here, but I'm not sure how else to do this. We're going to replace some of the interior with metal tiles for decor. Unless we want to do carpet for even more decor. I think we'll do that. Carpet's nice. It's going to take a long time with one Atmo suit, but it's fine. What's spacey? What is spacey enough for this rocket? Nothing here really. Just UD yellow pastel. I don't know. Blue pastel, just for the here. Okay, good luck. We were working on something else too. Let's make sure that's getting prioritized. Because that's getting oxygen is probably more important than decorating our rocket. Probably. It'd be nice to have water out here, but as mentioned earlier, that's probably not happening quite yet. Yeah. Good news is we have a line here all ready to go for that. Yeah, this is here is already speeding things up. It would be so awesome if we could get a freaking stone hatch before the end of this segment. How many? 16% recycle, so it's a little over more recycle before we do that. That's 85% chance. What are you doing over here? Okay. Yeah. I think that's okay. Did we fill this back up with food yet? No. And we can mop that up. Nobody wants to do it, but I'm pretty sure we can. Why does nobody... Inaccessible, inaccessible, because that is there now. Good lord. Well, one thing we want to get is a artifact transport module. Maybe even a couple. We'll see. This will take a while. Unless we disable this again. Let's do it. Let's disable it. Yeah, it'd be nice if we had something besides pineapple skewers to take with us. Barbecue is nice, but good lord, oxygen. Can we please finish this? Yeah, it's already gone from like 9 degrees to 20 degrees just from those stuff that we've dug out and refilled. Because it comes out at 95. Which, I don't know if you know this or not. It's pretty warm. Give me some frickin' arbor acorns. Holy smokes, guys. You have one job. Give me more arbor trees. And you are not doing it. What do we got? Supplying, suit wearing. Don't care, don't care, don't care. We could put pastel in here and pastel blue down here, pastel pink, pastel blue. Color code our electrolyzers. How cute would that be? How cute and pointless. What's going on here? Do we have frozen stuff? No, shouldn't. Don't know how we could. There is some frozen something. Brine is not warming up enough. Because it's not backed up, I think. Heats up a little bit when it goes through the desalinator, I think, but so we're not hurting yet, but goddamn. Do not understand why that's not like everybody's highest priority. Because probably because nobody can get there because for some reason we don't have any suits. Because wait, why is this one? Oh, vacancy only, vacancy only. Okay. You could open this back up again, I guess. I don't know. Because this is a long way to run. What do we got? What did you shit out another regular hatch egg? I think you did, didn't you? You son of a bitch. What is wrong with you? 80%, man, 80%, 85%. You just won't do it. What a dick. What a dick. Oh my god, can we please finish this? Okay, we got it. Alright, now I get some salt water, make me some water. So one of the disadvantages here of using this stuff is 95 degrees is gonna make these overheat. So might have to come in there and replace all that with steel. It's gonna be a little annoying for sure. But we should so the water should back up. That should allow this to back up and keep filling from the cold water instead of always hot water. So we shouldn't use that much hot water once we fill everything back up. We'll see how it goes. See how much we're actually using. Who keeps starving? Freya. No. I wonder where they're taking all this stuff. No idea. All the stuff on low priority sweep. I hope they're not taking it outside of the base. That would be really dumb. I have a bunch of these dispensers. Let's see if we can get rid of them, or at least, yeah, we'll get rid of them, because otherwise we will forget where we're taking stuff. It's backed up yet? Not yet. This is getting close though. This is backed up. This is backed up. Oxygen's getting there. Yeah, these keep these electrolyzers cannot run at full efficiency unless they're submerged in water and you're using the hydro drink, because they emit oxygen and it just does. Yeah, the gases just do not diffuse fast enough for these to run at maximum efficiency. No matter where you put them, they'll block themselves. So never running at maximum. Or what's it actually running at? 5% these last 5 cycles. That's not very encouraging. 66%, 50%, 72%. More research done. Let's just keep going down this column. Not worry about databanks yet. Space science, I mean. Let's see, we got more garbage here. Yeah, that'll be done eventually. Maybe in our next lifetime. We should have, yeah, we disabled the suit on it, this Atmos station, so it shouldn't take too long. Idleness, yeah, you don't say. What did we put in here? Copper ore, yeah. Probably the same here. It gives us the option, it gives us the stuff for it. Like, it shows us, oh Jesus, smooth hatch and stuff here before we've discovered it, but we can't select it here until we've discovered it, which is annoying. Yeah, we're backed up. One of the problems is that we're keep pushing tiny, not full packets through here. So that kind of sucks as well. Interestingly. Okay. Do I keep seeing, is that carbon dioxide, liquid carbon dioxide? That black liquid that keeps showing up here? Can't tell, it goes away so fast. Does not seem to be making it into the pipes at least. Or at least maybe it's getting filtered out, I don't know. Do we have any liquid carbon dioxide in any of these? Nope. Well, it's cycle 400, which means there's only one more cycle of this insanity before we call this segment a wrap. Yeah. Still struggling to keep up here. Despite having all the salt water. Because this is being dumb. Anemic is probably the worst trait in the game. Yeah, well, we're good. I wonder if pay number 2 has skills. Yes, so let's give her ranching. Let's see, do we have enough food here? We have a bit of food. Okay, the decor is looking good here. I'm having second thoughts about pastel blue, but this is gonna take a while. Let's do this room, and then we'll stop this madness. Can't see these, don't care. We could cancel these and rebuild them. Bathroom can be blue, yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. This is here now. Hopefully get trapped less often. Still waiting for that, still waiting for these. We're almost got it. We might not be able to, oh, that's unreachable. Balls. Maybe we should put another gantry here. Put a gantry here, you should be able to reach both of them. Just need to get rid of that one first. Get rid of that one. Gantry. Let's see if we could get this loaded up. Before we stop. Not all the way there, but at least started. So this has cooled down quite a bit, I think, since it got here. Because it started out at 75, which means all that heat is getting dumped into the environment. No free lunch. Anything that's not in the pipe, any heat that's not in the pipe, escaped somewhere. Okay, oxalite. High priority. Let's make it 7, so it's less priority than the tanks inside. Or the storage bins. Almost ready here. More research done. Nice. Okay, this is filling up. Keep going down the list. We could have done all this a long time ago. Probably should have done it a long time ago. But that's okay. Come on, finish the freaking pipe, huh? Okay, well, now we're in business. Now we can go anywhere. Range is 8 tiles right now. Seems low for having one full tank. I thought the range was like 20. Oh well, that should be plenty once it's full to scan everything. So anyway, yeah, before we hit 402, let's call it here. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and I'll catch you next time.